Hello, you guys. It is Tuesday. It is time to get back to it. So I've already changed my mind. This was the original plan. We are nixing this. Okay, we're going to do one more day of practice. I just have a few things that I want to point out. So I'm going to go through the problems that you guys submitted today. Google Classroom is still a work in progress for me. But to me, it was a little easier for all of the feedback to come to this one location instead of me having to check my email and remind, and give each person individual feedback. So, just bear with me as I continue to kind of get used to it and mess with it and all that good stuff. Your quiz, quote unquote quiz, will probably be through Google Classroom tomorrow. Wednesday, but, that's still to be determined. I'm kind of going day by day, as I'm sure you guys are as well. All right, so let's talk about parallelogram. All right, I've erased my old work just so simply I'd have more room to work the problems for tonight, or today. I guess it's today. I'm recording in the nighttime, sorry. But I left the answers there, okay? So I'm going to do the ones we did not do yesterday. Let's pick a different color. Okay, so I'm going to do 11, 12, and 14. And I'm going to tell you, most people got 11 and 12 correct. So that's really good. I'll kind of go quickly through those. So number 11 says, if angle 1 is 85 degrees and angle 6 is 52 degrees, then find the measure of angle 9. Okay, so the first thing I would do is I would do my N or Z, and I would do my, that was bad. And I'm going to do my 52 degrees down here. Okay, so that's by alternate interior angles. And then I can use this triangle right here. So then I'm going to do 85 plus 52. Picking up my calculator. Hope y'all have yours handy. And then I'm going to subtract from 180. And who am I kidding? You have your phone, so of course you have your calculator handy. All right, so then you should get 43. I'm pulling up. I'm working on my iPad, but I have my computer pulled up. And for number 11, all but a couple of people put 43, so that's awesome. Okay. Number 12, everybody except for one person, it appears. Now, I want to remind you, not everybody has submitted, but 12 people have submitted. Everybody except for one person got this one right. So, that's a good sign. Okay, so it says if PS, let me erase the stuff in here. If PS is 2x plus 18 and QR is 5x minus 9. So basically, you just need to know that opposite sides are congruent in a parallelogram, and so then we can just set them equal. So 2x plus 18, this is for number 12, let me number that, equals 5x minus 9, and then we can solve. So we're going to subtract our 2x, and we're going to add our 9, and so then we should have 27 equals 3x, so x equals 9. All right, and does it ask us to solve or anything? No, so of course it asks us to solve, but it doesn't ask us to plug in. So we're done. And like I said, most people got that one right. Okay, as I move my computer down, this was probably one of the most missed questions, number 14, and I get why, but we need to be really, really intentional about looking at this picture, okay? So it says PT, so you guys, PT is just half of the diagonal, is 24. And then it gives us PR, which is the whole diagonal, which is 2x minus 10. So several of you just tried to go ahead and put these equal to each other based on your answer responses, but they're not equal to each other. In order to equal them to each other, you have to do something to the little one. Okay, so this little one is 24, but we want to find this whole diagonal. So this would also be 24, and so therefore, what would this whole piece be? It would be 48. So when we do this problem, we really want to set 2x minus 10 equal to 48 as opposed to 24, because you have to double the length, okay? Because remember that the diagonals bisect each other, so this half is congruent to this half. So if you know 24 is one piece, the P to the T, then you know that T to R is also 24. Okay, so I feel fully confident you guys can solve this once you get it set up. It's just a matter of getting that correct. Okay, and so then let's see what most of you put. Well, it's kind of a mixed. I guess there's a few people that put 17, a few people that put 19, and several people put 29. So 58 divided by 2 does give us 29. So 5 of you are correct. Okay, 5 out of 12. So that's obviously less than half. So we got to do a little better on those problems tomorrow on our review. Okay, I do believe I put at least one on there. All right, let's move on to rectangle. Okay, let me look at this score. Most people, only 2 people got this one incorrect. So let's see if we can get this. AC is the whole diagonal. If it's 52, it wants us to find B to E. Let's use a different color. Well, B to E is just half of that. So we're going to do 52 divided by 2. Okay? Yeah, most people put 26, which is good. A few of you put 52, but just make sure you understand they're not equal because that's just the half. So it's kind of similar to the last problem, but a little easier because you don't have to solve anything. All right, number 17 was pretty good. Let's see how many people missed this one. Only 2 people. Okay, so most of us got this correct. So 17 is talking about AD, so 2x minus 9. And I have a feeling if you missed it, it was probably just a careless mistake, but let's discuss why. So here, there's a distractor in the question. So I talked about what a distractor means. It just obviously is what it sounds like. It's there to distract you. So this guy, the 33, is unnecessary. You just need to put 2x minus 9 equal to 21. Okay? So add your 9. So 2x equals 30 and x equals 15. Now, did it ask us to plug in? Nope. So we're done. Okay? And then number 18 was probably the next most missed question. Okay, so we want to talk about it for sure. All right, so on number 18, it says angle 1 is 3x plus 11. And then angle 2 is 2x plus 14. All right, so we need to think about angles, okay? So in a rectangle, we know something about the corners of each of the corners, and that's that they're 90 degrees. So these 2 angles together should equal 90 degrees, okay? So now what does together mean? That means we need to add them. All right, so this is how you're going to do number 18. I think according to some of the answers, some of you were trying to put them equal to each other. Yeah, that's what a few of you did to get 3. And then, not sure the other ones. I think some of you may have put them equal to 180. All right, so 3x plus 11 plus 2x plus 14. Together, they should equal 90 degrees because of that corner, okay? And then we're going to add like terms, so that'll be 5x plus 25 equals 90, and then subtract. So then we get 5x equals 65, and then we get x equals 13. Okay, and the majority of you, well, I guess it's 4, 5, 6 of you, so about half of you picked 13, but that's not enough. In my opinion, I think we can get, almost majority. Well, not majority. I think we can get the majority of us, like 80 or 90% of us getting it correct instead of just 50 or 60%. All right, we didn't have to plug in or anything. All right, number 21, excuse me, y'all did very well with. So let's discuss that one. Measure of angle 5 is 25. Then what's the measure of angle 4? So if you remember to do that, then you're just going to do 25 plus 90, and that'll give you 115. And then you're going to subtract that from 180 because that will equal this triangle here, like that. And so most of you on 21 did put 65, so that's good. A few of you put 70. So let's make sure we understand why that's 65. Okay, yeah, most of us put that, which is good. All right, now 22 is the most missed question. Now, well, it's not the most missed, but it's missed a good bit. Here's why. This right here, a lot of y'all solved for X and then we're done. You knew exactly how to work this problem, but a lot of you put 11 here. Be very careful because that's not going to get you the right answer, okay? Especially if it's multiple choice on Wednesday, which it will be part of it anyways. So I'm proud that you got 11. That's really good because 11 means you understood this process, that the sides are congruent, in a rhombus. So 3x equals 33. Several of you put x equals 11 in the blank, but it says find the measure of MP. So that means we need to plug in 11. And which one do we plug it into? Makes no difference because they're all congruent. I just plugged it into what I would think is the easier one. So 22 plus 10 is 32. Okay, so just be really, really, really careful. And then let's see, 23, most of us, there's a couple of us actually that got 23 wrong. So let's discuss it in detail. So the measure of angle 10, all right, remember you should do this first with a square and a rhombus. So the measure of angle 10 is 90 degrees. So we're going to put 4x minus 6 equal to 90. Okay. All right, so 4 goes into 9 twice, and you should get 24. And is that it? Yes, it just asked us for x. All right, and then it asks us for measure of angle 2, which again, everybody but one person got it right. So the measure of angle 2 is this angle here, and that's 45 degrees. No work is necessary. Okay? All right. So pause and go back if you need to kind of go over any of this stuff that I talked about. I would just remind you that this was one of the most missed, 14 and 18 and then 22. So see if you missed those and kind of what you need to correct on any of these problems for that matter. And make those corrections. I really hope you're like writing it down on your own paper. You certainly don't have to, but I think that's good for like keeping it long term in your memory, is to have it written down so you can go back to it. So go back and fix anything if you made any mistakes or whatever. I appreciate the 12 of you who got that in, and we still have a couple hours, so some of you may get some more answers in. All right, so here's your assignment for today. You are going to do a quizzes. All right, so remember, y'all have done quizzes before. You have until like midnight tomorrow. I guess it's technically like 11:45 or something tomorrow. And I just wanted to have a little bit more practice, like one more time before we have a quiz, and then, or quote unquote quiz, don't hold me to that. I just want to get some like feedback before we move on. And so yeah, we're going to do one more day of practice. I think there's 35 questions. I set the time for like 5 minutes or something. You will not need that long on the questions. So like, you can skip forward. It should not take as long. But I would like have out my notes and everything. Write down questions as you need them. Remember, it's sensitive to the touch if you're using your phone. So just be careful. I think I set it to only be able to do it once, but I might go back and relook at that. You could do it twice if you wanted to, and I'll take the higher of the two scores. Yeah, so just try your best to get the quizzes done, and one last day of kind of like practice, and I'll also show the right answers. Like I'll put that in the settings of the quizzes. So if you miss anything, hopefully you can go back and get some help. Okay. Again, remember, you can send me a message through Reminder, my email, if you feel like you need a little more instruction or help on anything. All right. Great. I hope y'all have a good day. It has been quite rainy, but I hope that doesn't affect you too